met a man. He was from another side of the world. I was young, about 25. And I heard someone tell me that he was a wise man. So I thought, oh good, I have some questions. And so I had an opportunity to visit, and I had my list of questions. And I said to him, what is time? And he sort of laughed at me and offered me tea. And then I said, well, I heard that you're from Tibet. I don't know where that is. And why do you wear a dress? Again, he laughed at me. We drank more tea. Finally, I asked him, why aren't you angry? I know that what happened to you was very, very difficult. In my own life, I have a background of Native American, Indian background with a very clear understanding of the atrocities that happened. Not that I suffered any atrocities at all, maybe tiny ones. But I knew that Rinpoche had more than 100 people in his family before he fled across the Himalayan mountains. By the time it was finished, there were 4 people left. And I said to him, I don't understand. Are you hiding something? Are you drinking at night and I don't see? Sometimes he would just look into space. And he stopped just offering me tea, and he offered me his heart. And he said, all people want to be happy. No one wants to be unhappy. And yet people don't really know what creates happiness. We try everything. And we discard it and we try some more. And we try some more and we try some more. And then we become bitter. And even though we don't want to be unhappy, the unhappiness of sickness and aging and death pursues us. Even though we don't think about those big things, we're just kind of interested in the moment, how I can succeed right now, how I can avoid being miserable right now. I think I'll cross the street, or I'm not going to eat these peas because I don't like peas. My sister would line her plate, under her plate, with all of her peas. My mother only found out when she cleared the table. All of us, from choosing which side you chew your food on in your own mouth, we are trying to be happy. And it doesn't matter if you're male or you're female. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. It doesn't matter if you're highly educated or uneducated, or you live in a palace or you live under a bridge. We're all trying to find happiness. The problem that we have, as Rinpoche went on to teach me, is that we're looking out. We look out on our world. We try to assess our world. We try to understand our world. We get measuring tapes and pulses and try to understand the reaches of the infinity of space to try to understand where we are and who we are and what's happening to us. But what Rinpoche taught me is that it's like a mistake has been made. We don't understand our own mind. We look at our world like we're looking out a window, but actually what we're seeing is a reflection of our mind. And when in our mind we have hatred, we have a hateful world. When in our mind we have greed, we have desperation and need, we can't even be satisfied. Surrounded by so much, and we're still hollow because we don't understand our mind. We think that because we see it, it's true. A little bit like the flat earth people. But the earth has never been flat. You can't fall off the planet. And yet they had fear of reaching an edge that they could fall off of. That's the mind. The mind can be small, or the mind can be completely vast. The difference is how you use your mind. Now, not understanding what we're seeing, what we're hearing, we assume. We assume when someone says that to us that we understand what they mean. We assume when someone does something that we understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. But actually, we can't really understand others very well. Even if they tell us what they think, what they feel, their mind changes in a moment. Like ours. Changes in a moment. And yet we still stand on our conclusions, and even conclusions that happened a long time ago. We don't actually understand that our world is really the result of a subjective perspective. And we think that we're actually perceiving an objective world. Like someone dreaming. We think that it's the truth, when actually it isn't the truth. It's our truth, my truth, your truth. But your truth can be more free by understanding your own mind better. So when Rinpoche answered my question about why aren't you angry, he said, compassion need. I said, yes, of course, we need compassion. The world needs compassion. Yes, but why aren't you angry? You've lost your country, you've lost your home, you've lost your family. You know, you have one skirt and one pair of shoes. And he said again, compassion need. We are not the only ones who see the world in a subjective way. Everybody is seeing the world through their own mind. If the wrinkle in your mind causes you to see wrongly, your world looks wrong. Who questions the perceiver? This is where the wise ones come in. We have to question the perceiver. Who is this I who knows everything? Who is this I who likes you or dislikes you? Who is this I who thinks I'm right and that's wrong? Where does this I live? Who gave I all this power and authority? How do you question it? So as Rinpoche went on through the years and I was able to study with him, he went through lots of effort to point to the fact that mind is greater than I. Your mind, the mind, all beings' mind is greater than I. But they have a dictator inside of them. They have a judge inside of them, like I do, dictating to me what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do, and if I'm happy or I'm unhappy, if I have enough or I don't have enough, if I like you or not. But actually, I doesn't even know you, really. I only projects itself. So this is why Rinpoche always said, it's very wonderful if you can question your own mind, question your own conclusions, question your dictator who is pushing you around and demanding upon you. And then when you look at I, you see there isn't so much there. There's some emotions, there's some conclusions and ideas, but if you look, all of those things are impermanent. Ideas come and go, emotions even more. They just come and go. So what is it within us that's actually reliable? And this is the essence of your mind's open awareness. Your mind's open awareness is the same openness awareness that permeates the minds of others. We are not I. We are so much more. So with compassion for all the I-bound ones, pushed around by that dictator, because it doesn't happen really from the outside in. Haven't you met people that in the worst adversity become the greatest people? And then there are the others, in the worst adversity they just blame and become angry and more victimized and more victimized. The choices, the differences are within us, not outside of us. No one can change your own mind. But you can. And Rinpoche, he would use simple examples. He said, each of us, recognizing our own mind's nature of openness, awareness, is like a light. Whoever sees you or hears you or touches you or remembers you is warmed and brightened by that light. I was asked when I was invited, what do I want to say to the world? And I thought about it, and I don't really have something to say to the world. I have something to say to you. Because we're all people. We all have a mind. We all have I. We all have a perfect essence. And that perfection permeates everyone, without exception. So, compassion need. Compassion for the ones who don't know their own perfect, pure nature. Compassion need. So then pick up and do the work, but not out of anger and out of resentment and out of superiority or inferiority. Pick it up and do it out of compassion. That you and all who know you can find that experience of the light within. Thank you.